I think Australians are very thankful that we live in a democracy where we can vote politicians in, and if they don't deliver, we can vote them out again. We get very disappointed when they misuse taxpayers' money for their own political ends, and particularly if they're caught out being corrupt or misusing taxpayers' money for their own personal ends. And I think there's a great desire for politicians to collaborate and cooperate more across political parties for the good of people.
I think that politicians in Australia are treated pretty bad. The moment they make a wrong decision, it's all over the internet and no one ever has anything nice to say about them.
I believe Australians treat their politicians very poorly, considering the amount of effort that politicians put into looking after their community, their state and their nation. Australians seem to believe they can do or say whatever they want to them, and a lot of the time it's not very nice and it's not very helpful to themselves or to the politician.
Australians treat their politicians with some degree of scepticism and wariness. They're not afraid to ask hard questions of politicians, but sometimes they can be really rude about how they do that.
As followers of Jesus, we should be involved in the political process, I think. We should remember that God is always sovereign, even when we have the worst political leaders. We should pray for them, and we should lobby them and write to them and urge them to do better, particularly if we think they're stepping way outside the standards that God sets for how political leaders should treat people.
I believe that as Christians we should treat politicians with respect. I think that God has placed them in charge and where they are, and that we need to give them the respect and pray for them.
I believe as Christians we need to respect our politicians. It doesn't matter if you agree with their views or not, but at the end of the day, God in His infinite power and wisdom has put them in charge of us during this time. So we need to respect them no matter what.
As Christians, we're to treat everyone with dignity and respect, and with politicians also, and we should also be asking the hard questions, but in a respectful way.